Hi guys,
Hello, people.
I'm Milena.
I'm Lola.
And we are watching Fullmetal,
Alchemist Brotherhood.
episode 25.
It is.
Oh my god, we're speeding through this show.
I hate that so much.
Honestly, when you
so
think about
much.
it, we're
I mean,
already
look.
in second, third.
Yes, we're in
of the
second,
show.
third, but like we're not halfway through.
We're not, but like...
So like that gives me some comfort. We have to, I think the 27th is the one that has like the post-credit scene.
The 27th
Like 25th is not the one.
I think people basically told us what the 27th episode is. Everybody hates that episode.
Yeah. No, there are people defending the episode. So.
Yeah, but like in our comments on YouTube, since we started the show, I read about 27th episode that like...
Well, it's because it's a recap.
People say we're gonna love it. Some people say that we're gonna love this episode, but like I can understand why the other people would be like, oh, let's go to 28.
Well, yes, because like if you don't get any new information and I guess people just want us to get on with it, but like it's not gonna bother me at all. Like I like a recap, let's see where we are, let's see what happened.
Maybe that's gonna be the last episode of with this intro.
Maybe yeah, it does seem like it will be like a thing that like,
if it's a recap,
but then what happens on the 26th?
I know.
Like, I feel like something has to happen. They like recap us and then we go to the like other part.
Yeah, I have an idea.
The father. We find out that the father and the father of sins are the same person. Not happening.
No. Yeah, I think we're gonna know maybe after this one. Like
maybe
if there is a possibility for father coming in the next one or stuff
maybe.
like that. Because but like what I expect from this one is for our boy Ed and Link to be in the stomach.
Well, I mean, to escape from the stomach, hopefully.
Yeah. But like, first find each other in the stomach, then think about...
How fucking big could the stomach be?
Apparently very big, people die there. And then after that, I honestly expect them to find Envy as well in the stomach.
I mean, that would be actually interesting to see if the three of them are
that
like stuck in the stomach. Honestly, that's the only way we could get out is with Envy. Because like, how else are our boys supposed to figure this out?
I don't know
how to exit. Like, could you somehow make Gluttony? I don't know how you would, but like, could you somehow make him sick?
I don't think. I don't think it's a normal stomach. I mean, you see how big it is. It's like a different place. Something.
I'm just throwing
magical.
ideas out there because I don't know how they're supposed to exit this.
So yeah, either if Envy is in there, maybe Envy can help. Or if he wants to help, well, he wants to help because Ed is a important
sacrifice.
And also what I want to say, or maybe Boyad somehow something clicks.
Well, look, maybe because Boyad saw the truth,
but Al doesn't have the alchemy.
God, Al is outside crying. I need to hurry this up because I can't have that in my life. Okay, that's what's happening with them. Then we have our boy Roy, who is in the Council of fucking Death right now. He entered that room and all those people are fucking assholes who are following Bradley. And like, of course they are. Of fucking course they are. Oh, also, because you mentioned in the last episode, I don't know if you read the comment.
Maybe.
You mentioned in the last episode, like, you asked, like, is then the grandpa that Roy plays chess with?
Oh, yeah.
Like, is he also then, like, bad because, like, he recommended this guy?
No.
He is Winry's grandfather. Excuse me.
Winry's?
Not Winry, sorry. Yeah, Hawkeye's grandfather. He is Hawkeye's grandfather.
So, of course, he's a good guy. I mean, if I knew that before, I wouldn't
question it. And like someone like Cancer, well, just because he's Hawkeye's grandfather doesn't mean he has to be good. What do you mean? What do you mean? I feel like there's no way that like Hawkeye is the best person ever. Like, how could anyone in her line not be just like the best person ever? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
It wouldn't make sense. Like also if you told me like Winry's grandfather is like evil, not possible. Exactly. But see, like, if our boys' grandfather is like the father of the sins, maybe that my theory doesn't really make sense because like how could they come from that?
They have alchemy. Alchemy can, because it's a power, it can
corrupt you.
People.
Exactly. I mean, there's multiple types of powers, like political powers also powers like that.
Yeah.
Look, 26th episode might be with the father, somehow with the father. Like maybe we find out like what is the relation between him and the father of the sins. And like when we find that out, then we go into the 28th episode when like whatever is happening with the country, like we start dealing with that, because like right now we're still in the mystery. So like I feel like maybe next episode we find out and then they recap it for us to show us like all the
Little details.
foreshadowings they were putting for that to just remind you of, because like that would make sense to me. What's happening with the country, like what we know, what the doctor like told Envy, what he thought they're doing was like they're making this big transmutation circle. The Sins want him to help them, because otherwise they want him to help them kill everyone, because otherwise they're gonna kill his village.
Yeah.
So like I guess all are supposed to be in a way like they're all supposed to maybe die for the Philosopher's Stone or something like that. And I just don't know how the sacrifices, what's like a difference between the sacrifices? I mean, I guess because they have alchemy, but like what does that achieve? Like what do the sacrifices of like Ed or Roy, how do they differ from the sacrifices that are like, I guess, regular people that are in that country? I want to know that. That's kind of what we saw. I mean, we saw the countries and it's in a circle. And also, I still don't know how the religious army comes into play.
I have no idea.
Because I thought it was going to be like for conquering territories, but like, if it's not conquering territories, if we were like going to build a circle so we can like make a Philosopher's Stone or something like that, then like that doesn't really work in my mind. Also, we're gonna start this by rewatching the scene with Bradley and Pride. Because apparently Pride is not a butterfly, okay? I don't know. I saw a butterfly and a lamp. Am I supposed to think he's a lamp?
I saw a spider as well, but like spider came later.
See, I feel like because maybe he came later, I didn't even fucking register it. You said like there's a spider, I was like, I didn't see a spider.
I saw, but like... first it was only a butterfly and he talked and talked and talked, and then after that
the spider
appeared. But like I would make more sense that it's a spider than a butterfly.
Yeah, see, I thought like how interesting they would put him in a butterfly. Yeah. Like spider is kind of obvious, right? Yeah. Because like a spider. Like the only more obvious thing would be a snake. Okay, let's play the episode 25. Fuck. I mean, I saw the title of episode 26.
What?
I don't...
Father coming.
It's not that obvious.
Father is not father. Children's father is not a sin's father.
I mean, we're gonna see it at... No. Okay, no. I'm gonna... Shut up. How is Roy gonna escape where he is now? I mean, Hawkeye, girl.
What can she do, honestly?
A lot, girl. Maybe they're not gonna like... maybe they want him on their side. I mean, not on their side. Like, maybe they're gonna try to like use him in a way. Honestly, all Bradley needs to do is threaten with Hawkeye. And Roy's gonna be like, oh well, fuck.
Honestly, that's what I maybe expect for them to bring Hawkeye now captured.
I hope not. I feel like they might just like not capture her, like tell him you need, like maybe they need him or something. Like you need to do this. And if you don't do that, then we're gonna hurt Hawkeye.
We're in a stomach.
Why the fuck is it on fire?
To call me that. You can't call the future emperor of a nation an idiot.
Future emperor of a nation.
How do I know you're not envy in disguise?
Good fucking question, boy.
Do you want me to recite the hotel room service menu from top
yes.
to bottom? And what
boy,
about you? How
that's
do
a good
I know
question.
You're not envy, you little runt. Are you calling a little runt or jack? Okay, it's really you.
The cutest.
And babies.
Doorway to darkness. Honestly, I would call doorway to darkness the doorway to the father of sins.
Give me that. What is it?
Aww.
Look at this. Maybe he didn't get swallowed.
He did not.
And he's safe. He's gotta be freaking out, wondering where we are now.
True.
I wish there was some way I could contact him. Conveniently awake your telepathic powers! Elric Brother telepathy!
I think he's so down with this.
Elric Brother I love him the most.
A wall! There has to be a wall! There has to be! No matter how huge this place is, if we keep heading straight, we're gonna reach the edge! There's gotta be some kind of exit somewhere!
Oh, hey May.
He's in safe hands.
She doesn't like her to just disappear like this.
Maybe she got eaten by a stray dog or something.
Eaten?
Why'd you say that?
Literally, why the fuck would you say that?
Why'd you say that?
She's been almost like a sister to me. Chain Clan is one of the lowest ranked houses out of the 50 clans that make up the Shin Empire.
On the
She
lowest?
has little to no power at all. She looked so helpless and weak, I couldn't help but identify with her. But that changed, and she became a part of my family. We've been through so much together. She's always been with me. It feels so wrong not having her here now.
Let's reunite.
Ellie, bring her right back.
I don't think I could have gone through everything I have without Xiaomei by my side.
Are you gonna find it?
That I couldn't have made it across
I'm
the
gonna
desert.
cry if he goes to find it.
Sure. Why would you risk your life like that for something as preposterous as immortality?
Because it's the last hope that my clan has. If I don't return with a method for attaining immortality and present it to the Emperor, it's almost certain my clan will perish.
Okay.
Oh, come on, cut it out. You're gonna
But
drown
like,
us all.
but no, her clan might disappear. His whole family also disappeared. Got killed.
Sir?
We've got some time before the sun comes up.
You mean you're gonna help me try to find her? He's a good person.
His people were completely wiped out during the Civil War a few years ago. That's right. He knows a thing or two about loss, so I'm sure he can identify with your worries about the fate of your clan.
What's the holdup? You coming or not?
Yeah, let's go.
This is really
I
starting
know,
to
love
get
this so
old.
much.
I can't make it. Don't tell me. You're giving up so soon? I'm seriously leaving you here. I'm not messing around, Lane.
You're the fucking cutest, my
I
boy.
thought you were gonna leave me behind. There's way too many people I'd be letting down by dying here. And you've got people waiting for you to get back too, right? If you're strong enough to...
What the fuck was that? Okay.
Okay.
Leather goods are edible. We've got a meal. That
No.
should do it.
I don't think
Here
so.
you go.
Don't try
You
to
don't
eat
have
it.
athlete's foot, do you?
My foot is made of metal, you idiot!
Oh, man. As long as we've got our help, we can find an exit out of here. You're sure optimistic. Not really. I'm just stubborn. And if I even think about giving up, I have Al's iron fist to look forward to.
I love him more and more every episode.
There's something out there.
Envy.
I mean, hopefully, Envy.
I thought so. I should have known it'd be you.
Thank you, Envy. We need help.
It's definitely envy.
Please show me the way out of here! You're just going to start begging the enemy for help like that? If it means surviving, I'll be his best friend!
Yes.
It doesn't matter because there is no exit.
What? Envy!
You've really gotten us into a fine mess.
So we really are inside Gluttony's stomach?
Well, yes and no. See, it's a lot more complicated than that. He should have realized what place this is.
I did notice something when
What?
Gluttony swallowed us. It was like I had a familiar feeling.
True.
So you do remember that.
Well, truth, but
This
like
isn't
how?
the first time you've been through this.
Well, I mean, yeah. But,
Portal of truth. But
no, what does that mean
it
though?
wasn't pitch black and filled with a sea of blood.
So that's what the real one looks like.
But
Real one?
Gluttony is a failed experiment by our father to create his own portal of truth.
oh, I was about to say, how can you find this here, Hal's
How
body?
powerful our father is, he still couldn't create one.
I thought that as
We're
well.
trapped inside a defective portal of truth. So
Interesting.
this place, it exists somewhere in between reality and truth. All we can do is wait here to die.
Envy, if that's all we can do, do you want to like share some information with us?
We're gonna die here.
You're not.
Wait,
My boy's not leaving his brother.
hold on. I can't die here. What's Al gonna do if I die? He made a promise and he needs me to get back to normal. Damn it! I want to know who your father is. Who would try to create their own portal? It's Fuhrer Bradley, isn't it?
What, are you serious?
Me and Ed.
Nice try, but King Bradley's nothing more than a homunculus.
And if the Fuhrer's on your side, then I'm guessing you're the ones behind Ishbal.
Oh, Ishbal! I couldn't have asked for a more enjoyable job than that. You remember the incident that started the war, right?
I had always heard it was because a military officer accidentally shot an Ishvalan child.
Oh,
Was
you
he a
fucking
military
military
officer?
officer.
Proudly pulled the trigger was none other than yours truly.
Oh my god. I have no words. Oh, this is fucking dark. What? Oh my god, I for some reason liked Envy Boy.
Excuse me.
I wish painful death for
I know
you.
what happened in Ishbal. Yuki told me.
You have no idea how good that felt. I ravaged their entire country with a single bullet. I mean, talk about invigorating. Oh, and the best part? The officer that I pretended to be, he was actually a moderate who would always publicly oppose the military's occupation in Ishbal. And listen to this. The poor bull couldn't come up with a plausible defense and they court-martialed him.
So you're responsible. You were the one who shot and killed that poor innocent child. You destroyed my hometown. You drove out the Ishvalans. You're the one who turned Scar into a murderer. And it was you. You're the reason Winry's parents were killed. You're the one to blame.
Okay then, if that's how you want it.
What's up?
Ed, get back!
Consider it a party gift.
With this
Notice
real.
his footprints back when we were all fighting in the forest? No. Just that he's freakishly heavy for the size of his body.
Oh, okay.
He might be a bit bigger than he looks.
Oh.
How is that a homunculus? This must be artificial humans, right?
What the fuck? No, I don't want to see Al now.
What do I do? I'm scared. I don't want Father to be mad at me.
What did you say? You have a father?
Uh-huh.
Where does everything he swallows go? It's gotta be some kind of trick. Come on, think! We
Aw.
made a promise and brother might still be alive. I can't just give up now. Let me. Will you take me with you? Will you take me to meet your father?
My boy.
I guess so. You'll be happy since you're a human sacrifice.
Oh, sure, right. That's why he'll want to meet me. And I guess I'll find out what that means.
In regards to the search for potential sacrifices, our only candidates are the Elric brothers.
What about Dr. Marco? Isn't he ready?
We still have Kimberly.
How have things been progressing along with Mustang's candidacy?
That's a question for the Fuhrer. He plans on having a nice long talk with him.
How long has all this been going on?
The homunculi have been controlling this entire nation since its inception.
I saw you at General Hughes's funeral. Your hands were trembling. So did you fake that as well?
And about my hands, Hughes's child screeched throughout the entirety of his funeral. My hands were trembling with anger.
How can you even say such a thing? You have a child too. And how do you think he'd react if he found out that his father was a homunculus?
Was that a threat? You'll have to do better. Celine will never work as a point of weakness in my life. But you, on the other hand, I don't exactly who to use as your weak point.
I'm being transferred to the Southern Command Center.
They transferred you?
And I'm not the only one. Rada's being sent to the Western Command. And Warrant Officer Fallman's been reassigned to the Northern Command.
Am I being reassigned, sir?
That's correct.
To Bradley?
I'd like to look at them. This can't be right. Are you sure that these are my orders?
Where are they sending you?
First Lieutenant Riza Hawkeye is to report for duty at Central Command Center as personal assistant to Fuhrer Bradley.
It's as simple as that. She'll be under my watch from now on.
My boy.
I love this.
My boy.
Love this. My poor.
Terrifying. Terrifying. Don't touch my boy.
Link!
Maybe we cannot die in this place. Oh, everybody died in this place. I was
You're
about to
gonna
say
be a
make
fucking bigger one.
You have the tackiest sense of taste. Come on. I think it looks pretty damn sharp myself. Can we take him?
No.
Doubt it.
Terrifying. Oh my god, what the fuck is happening?
Are you sure this is the right way, Gluttony? But this is the way... It can't be.
I'm gonna cry, don't. What do you mean?
Your father is living in Central?
Okay, yes, we
yeah,
know
fine,
that.
that's fine.
But did you were you scared this is our village? Me too, honestly. I was like, what the fuck do you mean?
Do you want me to tell you what the next episode is called? Reunion.
Reunion. But with who?
Well, I thought like with their father. Like he's going to the father of the sins. So I was like...
Oh, reunion with the father of the sins? Or with the father, with his
Well,
father?
when I read Reunion, like
You
before
thought, like,
this episode,
father
I was like
and,
father. So when he said we were going to the father of the sins, I was like...
Yeah.
What? No, reunion. My boy gets my other boy out. And we see the father of the sins, and we know that we're gonna
But
find
thing
out
is,
that
when
the father
he
of the
sees
sins
the
is
fa-
not the father
But
of the
yeah, but
Hohenheim.
when he sees the father of the sins, is he gonna think of his own father? Because they look exactly the
Yeah,
same.
he's gonna be like, what? Because he looks like an older version, let's say, of his father, and then like somehow his father appears, and it's like,
No,
not
he
me.
doesn't. Actually, he doesn't even look like an older version. He only looks like a more evil version.
Yeah,
Because when we literally put frame to frame,
Yeah.
picture to picture,
Yeah.
they look exactly the same.
yeah. I just feel like he's gonna be like, what? Why the fuck do they look the same? He's
But
gonna
they're
have
not the
many
same
questions.
person.
They are not. I don't know what. Like even like the show could come out next episode and be like, see, they're the same person, and I feel like I still will be like, I don't think so. This was such a good fucking episode. I feel like I cried like 3 times.
I don't know how the fuck are they gonna get out. Maybe Al is gonna get them out now.
Now I only think hell because like
Yeah.
I thought our way out was Envy. I thought Envy was
Envy
gonna
is
appear and
definitely
Envy is gonna
not our
know
way
some
out.
like something, and Envy does not know. And I really don't think that Ed can just
No.
find a way out, especially like now knowing that this is kind of
Portal.
a makeshift portal that is not like the real portal to the truth. Like, how did he even exit truth when he was in the truth in the portal?
I
He
don't
just,
know,
like,
but like
jumped from
technically, it's I'm not sure, but
It wasn't by anything that he did. The truth just like threw him
yeah,
out. So like
probably. And Al's body is stuck there in that portal, if I understand
yeah.
correctly.
So for a moment when he was like, "Don't you recognize this place?"
I was like, "What
and
the
I
fuck
saw
do you
I
mean?"
saw the like what in my mind like
Yeah,
were
the
the
eye.
planks. I don't know what it's called, not planks, but like something that I was like, "Is that the truth place?" But like it looked like that. So like when he saw like when he said, "Don't you recognize the place?" I was like in my mind a second. I was like, "Truth." Portal, Al's body. Could we somehow find it?
But it makes sense that we will not. It's
Of course,
25th episode.
I mean, I knew immediately. I was like, it's too fucking soon.
Yeah,
Like, there's no way.
Yeah. But like it's a fake one. But yeah, definitely now when we know that Al is going to meet the father of the sins.
Yeah.
And
that's definitely our way out.
And he made the portal basically.
That's definitely our way out.
And he's not gonna let Ed die, you know, he's an important sacrifice, one of the most important ones.
Well,
so,
didn't they say, like, right now we got some more information on the sacrifices. They said, like, our only viable ones so far are boys.
Yeah,
they're talking about the doctor and Roy, and they're still not.
They're constantly calling them potential
sacrifices.
Yeah, but these ones are the only one sacrifice.
Is it?
I guess maybe. What about the teacher? Did they say the teacher?
They didn't mention the teacher. No. I just don't know. Is it because they want people that have like a strong alchemy, let's say? Ed and Al are definite sacrifices because they have seen the truth.
That's what I think.
But the rest of them, are they potential sacrifices? Are they gonna like make them witness the truth or something like that, so they would become a sacrifice?
That's what I think.
So like I don't know, but they did not mention the teacher. But like she would be a sacrifice considering she is a strong alchemist and she also saw the truth. So like
maybe
I feel like maybe they forgot.
Yeah, Al and Ed are the only reason that they would be definite sacrifices, and these ones potential ones is because they saw, and this one didn't see the truth. So, but I'm shocked that Al is gonna go and meet the father of the sins right now.
My boy, you can't do that.
For example, I expected him to meet their father, not Sin's father, his and Ed's father. Hohenheim, yeah. When he meets Hohenheim, I expected him to be alone.
Well, just because like Ed was?
Yeah, and honestly, I expected him to be alone, and I expected him to act completely different than Ed. To be excited to meet his father, to be happy to meet him, to be very pleasant about it, where in difference with Ed was very angry. I honestly thought that would happen like that because I thought that would be very interesting. I mean that doesn't have anything to do with him meeting Sin, the father of the sins. It just like came up to my mind. I would like to see how Hohenheim would react to Al behaving and treating him in that way, you know.
I don't know. I wonder if we're going with our theory that like Hohenheim is maybe the son of the father of the sins or whatever, like some type of relation to him. Like I would assume that the father of the sins would not know about his potential grandchildren. Like I would assume that he wouldn't know, because like I was always thinking like if Hohenheim and the father of the sins are like some type of related or whatever, and like they want to use Ed and Al as a sacrifice, I was always like wondering, is there like some, not like hesitation, but like is there some difference between like, because like these two boys might be related to the father of the sins, and like it would make sense that like maybe he doesn't know, and so like maybe there's no difference to him. I mean, it wouldn't be a difference because he's a horrible person, honestly. But like I would like, maybe there would be something.
Honestly, I don't think he would care.
Yeah.
At this point where he is, we saw him. That didn't seem anything human in my opinion. There is anything human there. Yeah. So honestly, I'm not sure that he would care, even if he knew that those were his grandchildren.
No fucking clue how that meeting is gonna go. Of course, it's gonna be boy Al that saves his brother.
Of course.
Like, of course, it's gonna be those two who are like my Ed, who's like in the fucking stomach, and he's like thinking how Al has to be freaking out, and like he has to find a way out fast because like he doesn't want his brother to worry. He's like, how can I get a message to him? He starts like waving the fucking hand. I love him so much. And like if something helps them out of this, it's the fucking love between Ed and Al. Like that's the fucking thing that saves him at the end.
And Al immediately thinks, I can't just give up. I can't abandon my brother and disappoint him. We made a promise we were gonna save each other always. Like I have to find a way. And
like Al should even have less faith that this should work, because like he doesn't know that they're alive. He doesn't know anything.
Yeah,
he doesn't know anything, but like he cannot accept the fact. He cannot accept even the possibility of him losing
his brother.
Yeah, that is not a fucking option for them. And I love these boys so much, and I I can't emphasize it enough. How they have my whole fucking heart. Okay, we had Ed and Ling in the stomach of gluttony. We finally got confirmation. I mean, I thought that for a bit now, that Ling wants to become the emperor. I thought that for a bit, but and like this episode was confirmed.
I mean, we found out king without his people.
Yeah. When they said that, I was like, okay, because like before that, I was wondering, like, why are you getting the immortality? I thought like it was for his father, because like there's a problem with the succession line, and if that becomes a big problem, like the siblings might start fighting amongst each other, and that would create chaos in the country. I thought that, and then I thought like maybe like his reasonings for immortality, like it could be like that's how he gets, let's say, a one-up on all his siblings. Like, if I am the emperor, I'm gonna live forever, and I can forever protect this country and these people. I mean, it could be that, because like otherwise, why would he need immortality? I don't see another way. I don't see another reason, unless he wants it for himself, so that he can like take care of his people for eternity or however long he wants. I also love that moment when Ling was just very. I forgot. I thought for a second like when he like slumped, when Ling like just had to stop walking and like couldn't continue anymore. I thought like, are you perhaps sick in some way? Like, is there something? Are you sick in some way and you want immortality so that like you wouldn't die? I thought that for a second, but like he was just hungry and tired. But I always go for the dramatic option, But then Ed is like, I'm not gonna carry you. I'm leaving. No, I'm really leaving. I am leaving. And then of course he doesn't leave, and he carries him on his back, because like Ed has people that care about him and want him to come back, and he knows that Ling also has people like that care about him, and he's not gonna let him. I mean, even if Ling fucking did it, our boy would not let him just like die there alone. Of course, they're not carrying him on his back.
Yeah.
Is he the best thing that has ever happened? Possibly. Along with Al. And Winry. And Hawkeye.
You can separate them.
Yeah, I know.
We also found out Envy's true form. His true looks, which is fucking terrifying.
Are those faces on his body, are those like sacrifices? Are those like the sacrifices?
What do you mean?
Well, that like, because you need human sacrifices to create Philosopher's Stones. And like if they are built like around Philosopher's Stones or whatever, like it only makes sense to me that those are like humans that were sacrifices.
Maybe they didn't look like animals to me.
What? They look like animals?
Yeah, every face looked like an animal.
Oh, I thought it was like human. I don't know.
I mean, his main face.
No, his face was an animal. Okay. Yeah, but like they were like on his body or whatever were like faces.
Yeah, everything looked green to me, so everything looked like animals.
Oh,
but, like, doesn't have to be.
I thought it was faces, and even when he was like, when he like stuck his tongue out, I thought it was like a body. I was like, that's so fucking awful. Like I don't know.
I didn't see it.
I don't know. I might be imagining things.
Honestly, maybe I
closed
my eyes because
it was disgusting. But like an even bigger revelation, which I thought that from the fucking beginning. I told you, how do you accidentally shoot a child? I mean, I know like accidentally shoot a child, but I meant it in a way that like I didn't think it was an accident.
I didn't even think, me either. I didn't think at any point that it was an accident, but I didn't think that like it wasn't actually a soldier. It was Envy the entire time.
No.
Like I just thought
potentially there could be someone who wanted to start a war, and then like
they got their orders and had to start a war somehow. So like
that's what was always in my mind, because like to start this huge of a war, I mean, of course it can happen by like something like that, but it seems just like too convenient for the people who we know, like, so I always thought that it was somehow set up. And of course it was fucking Envy.
Oh my god, she sounded terrifying, so fucking evil.
And I told you, like, because I honestly until that point I was like, I kind of liked Envy. I mean, he was awful. He killed Hughes. Everything, like, he's awful. But, like, I don't know. Like, there was something that,
I find him still interesting, in my opinion.
I mean, there's a difference between interesting and, like, me liking them. Interesting, of course. I mean, he's fascinating. But, like, I kind of felt, I don't know, like, watching him, like, here's Envy, like, funny or whatever. Yeah. And just, like, seeing him point a gun at the child. and like making the child like trust him by smiling at them and pointing at, that was first so fucking dark. He shot a child.
No, it's a pure evil. Literally pure evil.
I mean, why would, like, they're made.
That's
They're
what I
fucking.
want to say.
They're not human.
I'm not surprised anymore.
Yeah.
And this whole time, like in the beginning when we just met, I think, lost and something like that, my mind immediately went, I mean, they're horrible because of who their father is, and he made him horrible. We still didn't think that they were made. We still thought that like they were humans. And but soon after that, when you realize that they are sins and they are made to be evil, I don't expect anything more than that, basically. Like to me, it's very interesting that they have at least feelings towards each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, usually just pure evil.
Yeah.
The way he talks about everything, about humans, about lives, about fucking terrifying, fucking horrifying, honestly.
Yeah. And now we know, like, finally what started the Ishvalan war. I mean,
Yeah.
of course, it was a setup. Of course, they wanted this to happen, the sins. I mean, the father of the sins or whatever. Of course, he was the one behind it. And we also know that, like, Bradley, who's, like, the one in charge, but he also had this whole fucking cabinet of people who are also... because, like, I mean, you need it, right? Like, it's not like Bradley, however powerful he is, he can't really control everything and keep, like, a low profile and have no one, like, suspect him of anything. So, of course, like, everyone who's in charge, higher up or whatever, is in on these things.
Oh my god, when we saw the council and they were talking basically about, like, oh my god, who our sacrifices are, who this and who that.
But,
and
like, why are they doing this? Like, those people are human, right? I would assume that they're human. Are they doing this because they were, like, promised some power afterwards? Like, are they promised some, like, supernatural power? I mean, they have power now.
What?
They now have power.
That's
like,
what I want to say. I mean, maybe they were nobodies and now they're in the main council.
Yeah.
And basically leading this entire country.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not
to me,
hard to
that's
believe
not-
that they're
yeah.
like they have been promised some power. Like, when all this happens, you're like in charge. You have money. You have this. You have so
That
like.
part
Of
is
course,
not-
it makes sense, and of course, it makes sense that a lot more people higher up had to be involved
Of course.
for the whole Ishvalan war to, I guess, go the way it has gone. Because, I mean, it was a massacre. It was not a war. It was a massacre. It was a war crime. That can't be just like one person, you know, who's evil orchestrating. That has to be a whole fucking group of people who were in charge and just doing all of this. And
some of our favorite characters were involved with that.
I mean, that's fucking dark, people. Roy, baby boy, love you. Why the fuck do we do that?
Terrifying. But like his look when Bradley threatened him and basically said like that he's gonna use Hawkeye and he's gonna watch over Hawkeye. Hawkeye is gonna work directly for him.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see in Roy's look that he is horrified.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what I thought was gonna happen. Like, I think we talked about it in the beginning of this.
You think?
Well, I mean, I have a short-term memory, but like we did talk about it because like I know that Roy couldn't have gone out of there alive.
No.
He just couldn't. So like the only reason why he is getting out of this alive is because Bradley doesn't want to kill him because he knows he can control him, and the only way to control him is by Hawkeye. Like, we all know this. Like that is Roy's weakness, and that's like, it's just a thing. Of course, that is the thing that came to pass, and now Hawkeye, my poor baby girl, is gonna have to be working for as a personal guard to Bradley.
Everybody from Roy's group
is getting reassigned. I just don't know if they're like what is like Roy's role gonna be now? Does Bradley need him to do something? What are we gonna do with that?
I mean, he basically threatened him with Hawkeye, so like I wouldn't
He's
be
not
surprised. Exactly, I wouldn't be surprised if Roy's gonna have to do something. You know.
Also, that whole conversation between Roy and Bradley was very interesting. When Bradley was asking him, at the funeral, and I want to hear these answers because I would die if we could have let's say Bradley or any of the like the homunculi that you would like maybe not expect to have emotions or whatever because they've lived among humans, but like Bradley is the one that lived among humans for so long. Like, just imagine him actually like having developed some emotions, and he hates that he has some emotions towards these people. I would die if that was be like a storyline. And so like when he was asking him those questions, I was like, is there something there, Bradley? It like, and you know, well, he said no to everything, and like I have no reason to distrust his answers, but I'm like, I wish you were lying a bit, because like he said, you know, Hughes, when like it was the funeral of Hughes, like your arms were shaking, his arms were shaking here as well, and he's like, they're shaking from anger, and I mean, he is fucking rad, so like makes sense. And they were talking about his son as well, and he's like, you know, talking very coldly about his son. For all intents and purposes, it is showing as he really doesn't care. But I would kind of love, I would love.
It would definitely be interesting in my opinion.
Yeah, I would fucking love if there was like a switch up that he actually kind of cares. But again, I don't think they're capable of it. But also, like, there was that line, like, you have spent a lot of time amongst people, like, but I'm not gonna tell father that. And like, I don't know if that was just like a line that's here and they're gonna like just like, you know, forget about it and it's not gonna mean anything.
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Me neither.
No way. We have no way to know until we see it. Honestly, at this point, nothing points out that way. Would definitely love if that happened, because I think it would make Bradley much more interesting character in my opinion. So yeah, would like it.
Yeah, me too.
We'll see. Doesn't have to happen.
No, doesn't have to happen at all. And like I feel like I'm getting greedy with the show, because like they're giving me everything, like literally everything that I want. They're giving, like they're serving it to me on a silver platter, like, and I'm like asking for more. You don't have to, really, you don't have to, because like also what's happening right now that we asked for, Scar and May.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god.
See, I fucking told you. Like the second they started, like they had a scene together, exactly what I hoped was gonna happen, and that made me very fucking emotional. First, to just like learn of May's backstory, and I think that's also one of the things that we mentioned, like who she might be if she is not the daughter of the emperor. That's, like we said, like she might be doing this for her family. Like,
that's what I expected. I didn't expect her to be a daughter of the emperor, because like this one is a son. I didn't expect like every child of the emperor is going and finding immortality. So like, and that in my opinion made perfect sense for her character.
She's a part of one of the lowest clans, I guess, in the country. You know, we saw her when she met Panda. Like, she took her in because like she felt the same way as that Panda felt, like kind of weak and abandoned and whatever. And she took her in and she took care of her. And so like, we can see how May was and what she felt before. And she is going to find immortality, so that like, if she brings the immortality to the emperor, whoever, like her clan is gonna have a chance to
survive.
Basically. And if she doesn't, then her clan is gonna go extinct. And like the second that she said that, and like Scar is listening to that fucking hits a spot. Of course, because like his whole family went extinct. I mean, extinct. I'm saying it's like they're fucking animals. They got killed. His skull. He is the only one that's left alive in his family. And so, of course, when she said that, and she's talking about how much like the Panda helped her, and like that's her family as well. He's like, okay, we have a bit of time. You know, let's just go and search for that Panda. I might cry again. Like, honestly.
Can't wait for them to
honestly, I can't. That's so fucking...
But Panda is going somewhere in a horrible...
Oh my god, Panda, stay there, boy. Panda did not sign up for that. No, but that moment with Scar was... I think maybe my favorite... I don't know. Because boy, Ed. But like one of my favorite... There was so many good moments in this episode. But like one of my favorite moments in this episode... Like, Scar is gonna be one of my favorite characters as well, because I love this storyline so much for him.
I love every storyline of his, honestly.
Yeah.
I just think we need more of him.
I like you have set up his backstory perfectly. And like I hope for the next part of the show we get even more. And also I love that Ed, you know, when Envy said that he's the one that started the war, and I was like, you know, you're at the fault that Scar is the way that he is. Like I really think with Ed is you know, Ed, I feel like Ed understands,
Yeah.
like, of course, how Scar got
That's
to
what I
that.
would like the most, for Scar to
Please.
somehow get his redemption arc
Yeah.
for everything
Because he
he
has
has
gone
done
through-
right now.
He has gone through awful things. I mean, he has done awful things as well.
He
I mean,
has done awful
you know,
things.
like, the worst thing is, of course, Winry's parents. But, like,
I mean-
he woke up in such a state. And, like, unfortunately...
I mean, to me, the worst things is him killing other state alchemists from hate. It's not like he only kills the evil ones.
Yeah, true.
He kills other people because he hates what they could become and how they're used to, and those are, some of them are probably nice humans, you know.
I mean, of course, but like,
So, like,
like
to
it
me,
would, it does only honestly make sense.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
that because I mean,
from the start, that his storyline sounded perfectly, in my opinion, very reasonable. Like,
Yeah.
I'll even if at that point I don't think I even thought about him getting ever like his redemption arc and like finding some peace. I never thought we would get that at that point, but still sounded reasonable in my opinion. I was like, like he's an antagonist, like, but
Yeah,
like
I guess.
I could understand everything from his point of view. Like, why is he doing it?
very easily,
And I
like
love
really
those
very
types
easily.
of
And you can't really
villains
fault
or whatever.
him. Yeah, because like his reasonings are very, very obvious, and like he knows that he has become everything that he has hated.
Yeah.
Like he hated alchemy, and here he is using it for revenge. You know,
Destruction.
but like he can't. He's just stuck. He's just stuck in that mind space, and he can't really escape it. And that's why May is here. That's why we have May. And I couldn't have asked for a better storyline.
Yeah.
I can't believe the next episode.
Reunion.
What's the whole title? It's Reunion. It better
I
be
have
fucking
no
reunion
idea,
or my
honestly.
voice.
Honestly, I
Because
have no
you
idea.
can't. It's not the same person. I promise it's not the same
Oh
person.
no, yeah, I don't think it is. I really do not think it is.
No, me neither. I need to know what the relation is. Like, why do you look the same? Like, I need to know that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
what is the fucking connection there? Is it a father? Is it a grandfather? Is it a great-great-great-grandfather? Like, I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Okay, that's it,
Okay,
people.
guys,
A
thank
10
you
out of
so
10
much
episode.
for watching. We'll see you very soon.
Bye.
Bye.